In June the 12th, is it? What's the date today? 12th, no, Sunday, June the 12th. Around about a month ago, I split one of my colonies and put them into this nucleus here, this nuke, as we call it. Now, splitting the colony was because the colony was about to swarm. It looked like it was preparing for swarming. They were making new queens, which is evidence that they need to swarm, they want to swarm. So what we did was take the queen and a number of the inhabitants of the other hive and brought them over into this nuke and took them. Now we have to take them more than 3 miles away. So they came from Church Crookham and we're now in Farnborough North. We're close to the station here. There's a community garden area and an apiary. So what we're going to do today is, they've been in there a month. We're going to take a look, see how they're getting on, and hopefully if they're getting on fine, which they look to be going by the activity here, we're going to transfer them into a proper hive so that they can prosper and grow in there. Probably won't get any honey from them this year, unlikely I would have thought. So it's June now. The summer flowers will be coming into flowers soon. Some of the produce and producing lots of nectar, but not enough probably to leave them with enough for the winter and for us to be able to take any off. So that's the next step. So I probably won't be doing an awful lot of talking through here, but we'll see how we go. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to pop the bit off here if I can release the strap. And let's take a look inside and see what's happening. So the bees are quite active, but it's mid-afternoon, so it's not surprising. We had this feeder here to feed them, to get them going when we moved them over, to give them a bit more. They didn't know they were going to be doing this swarming, so we fed them sugar water for a few weeks to help them along. And we'll just pop the lid off here and see what's going on in the brood area underneath here. Bees don't like gaps, so they fill it either with honeycomb or something called propolis, which is extract from trees. So we can see here they've been trying to build up what we call brace comb here. So I'll just have a quick look inside and see what's going on. Pop the brood frame out here, and we can see we're full of bees. And quick look, and really nicely we're seeing lots of brood here. This is bees in progress, bees in making, and we're seeing some larvae here, just around there, Claire, if you can zoom in on that area just there. There's larvae. A few more larvae up here. This is really looking good. So that's excellent. So the queen is doing her job. She's making bees. I'll just put this to one side for a moment. I didn't see the queen in there, and that lot. So I'm really happy so far with what I'm seeing, which is super. Again, lots of brood here, all around here, and the queen will tend to lay eggs and go round in corner here. So these ones in the middle have hatched, and these are about to. Down the bottom here we've got some drone brood. It's the boy bees. They only have one job in life, and when they do that, that's it, they're finished, they die. Come the autumn, the bees will, the lady bees, all the worker bees here will eject the males from from the colony because they need all the food stores they've got to see them through the winter. And the drones don't do anything other than eat food and go find queen bees to mate with. So once again, we've got brood here, we've got larvae, we've got a bit of stores up in the corners here. They tend to put honey and stuff up in the corners. Do that all slowly. So this is all looking good. All right. I'm happy with what we're seeing here, and the bees are actually very calm, which is nice. We'll put this one out here. I haven't needed to use the smoker on them yet to calm them down or to make them get out of the way. Still haven't seen the queen, mind. She is marked in here. She should have a white mark. In her thorax. Oh, hang on a minute, we've got a queen cell here.
Hang on. When it gets to the queen cell, you should show them.
Don't speak. So this here, at the bottom, is a queen cell. Points downwards. Now either we've lost the queen, for whatever reason, or the bees have decided they don't like her, or they've decided they're getting a bit crowded in here. So what I need to do as a matter of urgency here is look to see if we've got eggs, because if we have eggs, then it means that the queen has been laying in the last 3 days, so she is around. And I might need to look a bit more carefully for the queen here to see if she's there, because the fact they're making a queen cell means one or two things. The queen died, they got rid of her, or they're preparing to swarm because they're running out of space in here. Now we're going to resolve the space problem any moment now by putting in a full hive rather than this rather small nucleus with 5 brood frames in. It's all honey stores in this side here, and another rudimentary queen cell down there. So what we'll do first, I'm going to just move this to one side, and then we're going to build the new hive in place here. I will transfer these frames we've got here into the new hive. And it's important that the new hive is in the same position, with the door in the same position at the front here, otherwise the bees will get lost, they don't know where to go. So that's the first thing we need to do, is making sure the hive is more or less in the right position, less than 3 feet from where we started, or more than 3 miles. Well, I'm not moving it more than 3 miles, that's why we're here now. It was more than 3 miles away from their original home when I split them. 5 frames in, they will need to draw these out. These are just straight foundation on here. They haven't done any work on it. They haven't made the honeycomb on here yet. So that's a job that they've got to do. So the queen's got space to lay. What we're going to do then is put in 5 frames from here into there. Okay, can you keep it in landscape mode, because otherwise when we show the film everyone's going to be turning on their heads. And we're going to move these into here. Welcome to your new home, ladies. Okay, off camera, I've done a big inspection through here, looking for the queen and looking for eggs. I've found neither, which says that whatever reason the queen has gone. Still have a fairly strong colony here, so I don't think they've swarmed. It wasn't a big colony to start with, because, as I say, this was taken from a colony I've already got over at the Church Cook and apiary. So what I've done, we've had a couple of queen cells here. We're making the queens. You saw that on camera, I hope. So we're making a new queen. Now, to avoid them swarming or to having a cast swarm, when the first, because what would happen potentially is when the first queen pops out, if there is another queen still waiting to hatch, or to emerge, I should say, then the first queen to come out will swarm. She will go, because she can hear the other queen piping and make a piping noise. And if she's piping in there, then she knows there's another queen in the colony here, and she will go, leaving this colony for the bees, because when she goes, she will take a lot of the bees with her, what we don't want. So what I've done is taken down one of those queen cells and left one. So hopefully she will emerge in the next couple of days. She will get fed, watered by the other bees here, and then a few days after that she will go out on a mating flight. And she'll meet her lover, actually many lovers, and mate with them, and then come back to the hive, all being well, and start her job as queen, laying 2,000 eggs a day. Meantime, these girls here will be, and boys, there's some drones, quite a few drones in here as well. They are the bigger ones, not on top at the moment, but yeah, there's one now, just here where my finger is. He's a drone, big boy, big eyes, disappearing under the girls here. The drones will travel between hives, they're allowed in, but they don't do anything other than eat stores and maybe meet their future queen, who knows. But they have no other real function other than eat the stores and mate with queens, or mate with virgin queens. Alright, I'm going to take these bees, which are still in, some of them still in the old hive. I'm going to drop them into where they should be. Here. perfectly harmless, they're quite happy, they know how to fly. What we'll do in a moment is we'll brush the rest of those out into the top here, and do it, put on the crown board. Here, it's on top. You know, so I didn't need to use any smoke. They're all quite calm and collected. They're perfectly happy bees. Given they haven't got a queen, is encouraging. Right. Put that on there, and that stops them coming up anymore. For some reason or the other, even though we've got 2 holes there, they know that's that's the top of their home. They don't come up. Well, they do come up, but they won't try making any honeycomb or anything up there. Put the lid on. There they are, happily sitting in their home. I might just do, take them off this stand actually, and put my stand on there, so we've got a landing board. I'll do that in a moment off camera, but they're quite happy, they're all massing and they're going in. Come down to the front here, you'll see them going into the house, into the hive. This is largely because although it looks different, there's quite a few drones in the front here. It looks different, but it is home. It's in the right place, so they know where to go. The fact that we've moved them into a new, bigger apartment, detached house rather than semi-detached. They've got themselves quite happy in there. So here we are again, and put a new landing board in for them, base unit landing board in. So they've got somewhere to go in, but they're all quite happy. You can see some big drones flying in here, and the honeybees themselves, but they're all quite happy. Hopefully we'll come back in a couple of weeks. I'll probably come back in a week and give them some food so they've got something to, energy and stuff to build the frames out, draw out the frames with the honeycomb. That takes a lot of energy, so we just have to help them along with that. But we'll leave the new queen in here to go do her thing for a couple of weeks, and then see what she's up to. Probably about 3 or 4 weeks, I guess. But, all right, I'll keep you posted.